Alright then guys, it's Trout's Adventures here. Today I'm in a semi, because I just got a new studio delivered, so we're going to hitch a ride in the semi. So, here we go. Looks like we're riding in a stick shift truck.
10 speed.
10 speed. Here we are.
She works.
Wow, this thing is nice. I like the interior.
It needs clean.
Yeah. I like the little light. Goes up toward the truck.
You gotta make sure you can talk to people. Anybody copy?
There's the air horn.
Radio check. No one out there.
I feel like just chilling in here for a little bit.
It's high up in.
So, how difficult is it to drive a semi?
So basically, it's all air brakes, and then.
You mind if I get you on camera?
It's fine.
Okay.
You've got a 10 speed. It's got a high and a low.
Okay.
So low, you can go low 1. It's first. It's actually low. It's not even called first. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and this here, set it up to another gear, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wow.
And then it's got a little red switch over here. Once this one's up, you can run your red one forward, and it'll take it another half gear.
Okay, so it's like a stick shift truck.
Yep, stick shift truck with a few more gears with air. Then it's got air brakes, which is basically what that is it changes the timing in the motor and kicks it back. It brakes itself.
Okay.
And it's got several different, obviously, for if you want to slow down faster, like if you're going down a long hill, you can run it on this one, and it'll hold you at a certain speed better. Whereas this one's it's going to let you get away with a lot more.
Okay.
I don't know if you can tell on the video or the sound, it's different, but several different.
And I noticed that like on the truck, there's like no backup alarm.
There actually is. It might not have engaged before.
Oh, there is.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't hear it when it.
Sometimes the truck overpowers it.
So it just like
Yeah.
blows it out.
A lot of gauges.
So
You got your fuel, obviously.
so this is the fuel.
Yep. Manifold pressure. That's telling you what kind of exhaust pressure you've got going on. Your exhaust temp. This gauge actually doesn't work right now, but you want to run it right around 9. If you're going over 9, like aluminum and stuff will melt down.
And the truck will catch fire.
The truck will either catch fire or blow up. You want to run, obviously, between 12 and 14. Ideally right here. That way your truck is actually running. Everything's keeping powered up so it runs right.
Okay.
This is for trailer brakes. We're running
So
good on our amps. This is a draw, battery draw.
okay.
Main oil temp is 150. It'll run. That's the transmission oil temp. So like when I'm coming from Phoenix in the summertime, it'll be right up here around 250.
Okay.
Not really good, but 300 is when oil starts breaking down.
And
You'll
the
want to
truck
run
can
it
also
outside.
explode, right?
Yeah, it can. What what happens is the gears it'll just seize up.
And then the truck will break down.
Yep, and then we're sitting along the freeway. Air gauges for to make everything work. You can't drive unless it's over 60.
Okay.
It runs about right through here. If you watch the air brakes, makes the gauges go down. Once it gets down to here, the air compressor in the truck will kick on and it'll charge it back up.
Okay.
So, yep.
So what's all this down here?
So this is the remote for the Mule, that little tractor.
Oh.
So this is your mast, your tracks, steering.
Okay. more easier to control it versus just standing on it, or?
I actually think it's easier to run it with a remote.
Really?
It doesn't buck you around as bad, and obviously you're not standing on it.
Yeah.
So you can, it feels like you can control it better. When you're going up to a building, it is better to be standing. And this thing here, this rides along with me. If I ever have a break, then I go riding.
So it's like a
It's like a hoverboard, only one wheel.
Oh, I think I've seen this before where you just like balance on it.
Yep.
I forgot what they're called.
This is called a one wheel.
One wheel.
That's just their main name. It's got a 20-mile range.
Wow.
Go up to 20 miles an hour. Some guys get a little faster. I feel most comfortable around between 10 and 15.
So this is gravity powered, or?
It's actually electric. There's an electric motor in here.
Really?
Yep. There's 2 battery packs, one here, and it powers it.
Oh.
Actually, there might only be a battery up here. There's a foot sensor up here.
So this thing turns on this thing turns on automatically when you step on it?
No. Once that thing lights up.
Oh.
Which it's on this kind of a bounce. It don't like it on that angle. It won't even start.
So the tire will just spin freely?
No, it'll stop it. It won't until you got your foot on here. This is the only time it'll engage the motor.
Oh. Right on. So this is like a little puck light.
Yep.
Oh, it works.
Yep.
No fire extinguisher or anything.
Yeah, it's over here.
Oh. Everything's on the driver's side.
Yep, gotta have it. Officer has to see one in here.
And if you take it out, then you get
No, you'll get a fine.
Okay. Single axle.
Yep, single axle, because we don't need anything more than that. We're only hauling up to 40,000 pounds, so we only need a single axle, and it makes it more maneuverable. That's why a lot of bigger trucks have tandem axles, is because they're hauling a lot more weight. 80,000 pounds, double what we're doing.
Jeez. So, what do the axles do? Like a dump truck, there's like tag axles on it, like the small tires. What do they do when they come down? Do they help support the truck?
So they do help support the truck a bit. A lot of that is, so every tire has a PSI rating, or square inch. Like if you have, these are 11s, so they're basically saying they're 11 inches wide, and they're looking for a certain amount of pounds per square inch, otherwise it'll tear apart a road. Okay. So like up in Idaho where I was raised, in the springtime when it was really soft, they wouldn't let commercial vehicles over 26,000 pounds onto a roadway because it would tear the asphalt apart.
Okay.
So moisture underneath the asphalt, and then you drive over it and it buckles. So there's a certain pounds rating per axle.
Okay. So what's the max one of these semis can have for a tag axle?
It all depends. I mean, like a dump truck, they're generally, when you see a tag axle, they have a longer bed. That means they're going to be able to carry a lot more weight on the truck itself. Okay. It wouldn't be. Another thing it does is it helps you carry more weight toward the front of the truck as well. So you can actually load your trailers a little fuller. Because when you go across the scales, they're gonna weigh each axle, and each axle has its own rating. So sometimes you could weigh too heavy on a trailer and you have to move your load forward, or you're weighing too heavy on the truck, you might have to move your load back.
Okay.
And,
so the best place to put your load is in the middle of the trailer?
Ideally.
Okay.
Try to make it as even as possible.
So what's the max? Like, how many trailers can a truck like this pull with a single axle?
Well, actually, I can haul without having to get another permit 80 feet.
80 feet.
So I'm 65 feet right now without just this setup. So a total length of 80 feet without having to buy a permit, and then I can go up to 100 feet.
Okay.
You can see longer loads than that, but they even have special permits on top of that.
Yeah, because I've seen like in Idaho, like how they have like 3 trailers on just one truck,
yep.
And the roads are narrower. But like out here, we have wider roads, but they only allow double trailer.
Yeah, and a lot of that has to do with road safety. Arizona is a lot more strict in some of those areas, other areas. So, like this truck, I would never pull more than just this trailer. I'm not allowed to. from the standpoint with oversized loads, you can't have more than one trailer. It's got to be one trailer.
Okay, so I'm surprised that it was just this truck and like no escorts like other oversized loads have.
You're saying some do and some don't?
Yeah, like I remember like at my old school, I would always see the oversized loads coming, maybe like 3 big tires, and they had have escorts and everything.
So we run escorts too. Certain highways again, like for sure up in the mountains up north, you got to have pilot cars. Some of those roads are 10 wide buildings, like 10 feet wide. This one you guys just got was 8 feet wide, so it didn't need any escorts.
Oh, okay.
I can run I-40 and I-10 with a 14-foot wide building with a rear car. But once I leave I-40, then I have to get a car that go out in the front.
Okay.
You go over 16 feet wide, then you have to have police escort. There's also a certain weight rating on that too. The load might be narrow, but if it's really, really heavy, then you're going to see escorts on that as well. So it has to do with weight and width.
Okay. So, how many buildings can this trailer haul?
I can haul out to 52 feet.
Holy cow.
I delivered a 50-footer just, maybe a little bit north of here, not very long ago.
Wow. Okay. I think that might be my dad.
Oh, really? I'm parked in his way.
Yeah. It's fine. We're interviewing. Doing like an interview. So how much was the truck worth? Like, how much did the company have to buy it?
So like this truck here, brand new, right now would be close to $100,000.
Jeez.
But this is a 2002 model.
Really?
Got it out of Colorado for $14,000.
Wow.
And it's got 616,000 miles on it. With a little bit of TLC, you can make them run a long time.
Okay. And then the trailer was about how much?
So the trailer was $40,000.
Same as the fork.
And the tractor was $40,000. So there's $80,000 in equipment.
Okay.
Pushing $100,000 in equipment.
So does this thing have like a parking brake, like a
Yep, like this. This is a parking brake.
Okay. And then what's that third pedal down there? You guys see
This
that?
is the clutch. So the only time you use the clutch is to engage it in gear.
Okay.
And then you got obviously the brake.
Okay. So this is a.
So this is a locker. That right now there's only one tire. There's only one drive tire that runs back there. If I hit this button, it gets engaged them both. Now they'll both spin.
Okay, so it's like a lock axle. So
There
lock
you go.
the axle.
Yep. And this is air suspension. If I hit that, it takes the air out of the bags in the back and lowers the back end.
Whoa. So is that kind of how a tag axle would work?
Yeah, it's exactly the same way. Back up.
I should you guys can see. Should be coming up.
It's pretty slow.
Oh yeah, you guys can see.
So I'll hit that if I'm getting close to a bridge. If my load's too high, I'll hit that and it'll go under a bridge.
So this is made to be used on the road.
Yep, you can hit that on the road. This one you cannot.
Okay. So what would happen if you hit this as you were driving? Would it even let you?
It might. I've never tried it, to be honest with you.
Probably shouldn't.
No.
Don't want to risk it. So 2002 model. I was expecting it to be like a lot older, like a 1990, because like the way the
Yeah. So this styling is actually like 95 on up. Didn't change much.
Okay.
This is pretty much all the same.
Okay. Now what are these up here?
It's from my radio.
Okay, and then these are like
Those are also like new.
Oh, okay. So I'm checking the mail down there. Peterbilt.
Yep.
Hmm.
Also known as back on.
So does the fleet, whatever this Premier have like Peterbilts, or they have like some Freightliners?
About anything. A lot of guys run whatever they can. Some guys run pickups. Some guys run semis.
Okay.
It all depends on what you're comfortable with running. I ran a pickup for 4 years, and I find trucks are better. They can handle the load better.
So, what do you guys do? Does the fleet even have any double axle in the back?
No.
Oh, just
They're all
single axle. Okay.
All single axle.
So
Some nuts in here. Good. That's how we do.
So that's the remote control for the tractor in the back.
That's the remote control for the tractor. The remote control for the trailer sits in my door pocket.
Okay, so they So how does the that work?
So I think if I turn the key on the trailer, it's trying to start right now. Oh, it won't start. So I can tip it up, down, got the winch on there to pull the buildings on, let them off. There's a chain drive to pull them on, let them off. There's an extension. The trailer will actually extend to 10 feet longer than what it is now.
Holy cow.
And then there's a side shift. The tailboard will shift 1.5 feet away on the trailer.
Okay. Some spectators. Some spectators. So what is this? Like this little knob right here?
This one here? Or this one?
Yeah, that one.
This one's an engine fan. So now the truck is running around probably 175 for temperature on the water temp. So I turn the fan on and that'll slowly creep back down to, actually it's over 175, it's like 180 something.
So is that good or bad?
It's okay. It'll kick itself on when it gets up to 200.
Okay.
And then it'll cool off.
When it does kick on itself, will this knob turn up itself or?
No, it just stays, it overrides it.
Oh, okay.
This button right here is if a truck is passing me during the daytime, if I hit this thing, it'll tell them, hey, you can come back over. Your trailer's cleared my cab, you can come back over.
Okay.
At night, it does a different set of lights.
So what does it look like at night? Can you even see it at day, or does it have to be at night to see it?
You can see it during the day, but not as good as the headlights.
Okay.
And these, if the mirrors are foggy or frozen, frost on them, you click those on, and they'll defrost the mirrors.
Really?
Yep.
I don't see a defroster on there, but...
That's that wire.
Oh.
And then the diagnostic, you flip it up, it'll read several different things. These two here are just fake. They have nothing going on behind them.
So toys, basically.
Yeah, they're for kids.
So basically, if you're bored, you're on the road, it'd be like...
It's like a fidget spinner, only
knob.
fidget clicker.
That must be a very satisfying sound. I actually like it. So what does this do?
That was for my phone mount, but that phone broke, so now I have no phone mount. My magnet, it's a magnet.
Oh.
I can't find anything right off the bat here to stick to it.
I don't know if the camera would stick to it. No. I can already feel it falling off.
But yeah, that's about it. Air conditioning controls, which don't work right now. The heater works, other than that.
Okay.
And this thing reads out all my mileage. Tells you what kind of engine load I'm putting down on it. Average load. Right now I'm getting 7.76 miles to the gallon in the last 92 miles.
Okay, so what does the engine look like under the hood? Do you think we could take a look at that, or you have to go?
I do actually have to get going because I gotta get back to Phoenix tonight. But the engine looks a lot like a car motor, just a lot bigger.
Okay. I mean, if you can't see it, then that's fine. But
I can quick pop it open for you.
all right. How do you get out of this thing? Oh, there we go. Yeah, now. Big fan of the front.
So when I was clicking that switch to cool it down, that'll start that up. Right now it's just spinning with the pulley. It's free. I could reach in there and grab it and hold it. I don't want to, but once it engages, then that thing kicks on a lot faster.
Okay.
This is your alternator. That's what basically drives the truck. I mean, if that thing goes down, your whole truck, even if you have fuel, it'll die out of it.
Shut down.
It won't immediately, but it'll act like it's run out of gas. And all the electronics will fail and it'll be a bad day. Okay, so this is the turbo.
So is this like the dipstick?
Yeah, that's dipstick. That's oil fill. Water reservoir. This is like fluid. Water tank.
So what kind of tires are these?
Well, they're decent. I wouldn't say they're the best. But they work.
Okay. What's the longest trailer you have on this? What's the longest trailer you have in the fleet? Wow. So what's in these compartments in the back?
Like this compartment right here is where all my extra tools are. Steel saw, air hose if I need to air up a tire.
Alright. So is the back ever used?
Yeah, I used to actually have what they call a headache rack. It's a beam or a wall, aluminum kind of looking wall thing that goes behind the cab. Keeps anything from the back from hitting the cab. I took it off because that tractor is actually going to go right here.
Oh.
That way I can haul 4 more feet.
All right. So you just took it. So you just took the wall thing off recently.
Yeah, the headache rack. That's it's called.
Okay.
Took it off recently. It came from about right here all the way up to here.
Oh.
And it was nice to have, but I need the extra 4 feet. So.
Yeah, and taking the headache rack made the truck look even more cooler than it probably looked.
I've been told that it needs another stack on the other side to make it even look cooler.
Okay. But it have the same wiring?
Yeah, it's the same thing. They just plumb it over and take a Y out and go up.
Okay. Looks a little burnt at the top.
Yeah, it's from a heavy foot.
We'll blame the oxygen. So what is this?
That is the air reservoir. So all of a sudden, when you're ever passing truck on here, it's this thing.
Okay.
Run some water on.
And this is
Another air tank.
Okay. So where's the fuel tank on this truck?
What is that?
Other side. I thought our semi had a fuel tank on both sides.
Some of them do. If I didn't have this here or this here, a regular truck, like over the highway truck that travels miles and miles, they have 2 tanks so they can stay on the road longer.
Okay.
I on the other hand have to stop and fuel up every day. It takes about $200 to fill that tank.
Jeez.
You know, when you're sitting there looking at the readout on the pump,
Yeah.
you sit there and you look at it and it's just going so fast you can't even make the numbers out, and you realize you're losing money the whole time.
I'm sure he's known it.
Yep. There are some days you just turn it off because you can't handle it.
So how many gallons can this truck hold in that tank?
90.
90. Okay.
It'll run about 350 miles.
Jeez. 350 miles. So that's about here for Phoenix.
Yep, I just fueled up the Loves and Benson.
Okay.
And it'll make it home, and then I can probably make it out of town again.
Cool.
Yeah, hey, nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
If you're ever up in the area and you want to ride back down here, you know, when you buy your next YouTube set, get your ride. All right, you gotta take it easy here.
So, right then, guys, so as you guys just saw, I've been interviewing. I was doing an interview with a truck driver that brought a new studio. Yep. So that's true. I got a new studio, guys. This is the trailer that brought it. A what? Okay. Oh, too late now. Oh, we're gone. Hey, Lord. Sweet. Right there, guys. So that was the truck that brought myself a new studio. So yeah, studio tour video coming soon. So yeah, that was just an interview with a semi-truck driver. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did want to learn about a semi and you guys did, and be sure to like the video. So click the middle, if you click the middle of the screen to subscribe. Click the left side of the screen for a video that YouTube recommends, and click the right side of the screen for my last video. Thanks for watching. Good luck on your adventures and travel safe. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.